Welcome to LoopSeek. This is the app's start screen. Every time you launch the app, this is what you'll see. You can begin by choosing between two main options. Do you want to load a multi-sample file or create something new? Today, we'll focus on creating a new autosample. At the top, you'll see two modes, Easy and Expert. We'll cover Expert mode in another tutorial. First, decide what you want to sample. You can choose a VST plugin, clap, AU, or external hardware. For now, we'll focus on plugins. If this is your first time using the app, your plugin list will be empty. Click the Plugin Scan button, then Scan for Plugins button to detect your installed plugins. Depending on how many plugins you have, this process may take a few minutes. Next, choose what you want to sample. I'll use pigments as an example. It may take a few seconds for the interface to load. Once it's ready, select a preset. Let's go with Acid Blades. Now we move to the settings below. First, name your sample. I'll call it Blades. Next, define how many notes should be sampled. For example, sampling every sixth note means the app captures notes at intervals like C, F sharp, and so on. You can increase the resolution to every third note, or even every single note. But keep in mind, this will significantly increase storage usage. We'll keep it at every 6 notes. You can also define the middle C reference. Some systems use C3 as MIDI note 60, while others use C4. This does not affect the audio itself. It only changes how the notes are mapped across the keyboard. Next, set with sustain how long each note should be held. Then decide whether you want one-shot samples or loops. In this case, we'll create loops. Here you'll see an overview of all your settings. At the bottom, you can define the key range. For example, from A0 to A6, or use the default range. Once everything is set, click Start Autosampling. The process runs faster than real-time because it uses offline rendering. After sampling, the app begins detecting loops. This may take a moment. Normally, you would stay in easy mode, but if you notice imperfections in the loop, you can switch to expert mode. Here, you can adjust loop detection settings. For example, you can choose different blend modes for smoother transitions. A linear blend mode often works well. Keep in mind that every loop needs a defined loop point, so minor artifacts can sometimes occur. You can fine-tune these manually if needed. Some loop points will look better than others, depending on the waveform. The system reconstructs loops internally to create smoother playback, but in some cases, manual adjustments can improve the result. In most situations, especially during playback, the loops will sound clean and natural. All samples are now properly looped. For simple workflows, staying in easy mode is usually enough. Easy mode is designed for quick sampling without deep editing. Instead of using the in-app keyboard, you can also play notes live using a MIDI keyboard. Finally, configure your export settings. Choose your target format. You can adjust additional options like peak normalization. I recommend enabling Loop on Release. Most samplers support this feature. It allows the loop to continue playing while the release phase fades out naturally. This ensures smoother note endings. Because of this, you can trim the tail of the sample if needed. We'll cover that in more detail later. Now, export the Blades sample. And that's it.